So there's this player at West Ham, pretty tidy, pretty neat, comfortable in possession. He's 21 years of age. Just to let you know, West Ham have also been relegated from the Premier League. But for some weird reason, he's got Man United, Man City, Chelsea, PSG, the Newcastles, the Liverpools, the Real Madrids, all looking at him. But the worst thing about all of this is the sheer fact that West Ham are demanding £80 million. 80. This is a guy whose team just got relegated. It's crazy, but you know what? After watching him properly this season and at his previous club, Southampton, I'm here to say by the end of this video, you're probably going to understand exactly why half of Europe is losing their minds over him. Born in 2004 of July, he came through the Sporting Lisbon Academy, that same academy that had produced Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes. He's already represented Portugal under 21s 20 times, scoring 3 goals, and just this season, he got his first senior Portugal call-up. Now, looking at his stats from this season, 36 Premier League appearances, 3 goals, 4 assists in the league, 42 across all competitions, 5 goals, 5 assists in total for a 20-year-old central midfielder in a struggling, eventually relegated side. That's decent return. It could be better, but it's decent return if we're taking everything into context. But one thing I will say with Mateus Fernandes, the numbers don't tell you the full story with him. It's what he does between the numbers that have got all of these clubs drooling. Okay, let's get into what actually makes him such a good player. Standout quality, and I mean the thing that kind of puts him in different conversations to most midfielders, especially his age, is his passing range. When you watch his passes from this season, he's attempting passes in every single direction, whether it be left, right, forward, backwards. He's comfortable playing the ball through the lines, playing it over the top, switching it across to the far side. For someone of his age, that 360-degree passing ability, honestly, it's quite rare. And that's why his best position for me is central. You put him out wide, you cut his angles in half, you get him in the middle of the pitch, and suddenly he can hurt you from anywhere. The second thing that jumps out is probably his spatial awareness. This player is what I'd call an explorer. He reads gaps before they open, he sees space that other midfielders just don't see, and when he finds that pocket with his technical quality, he becomes an absolute nightmare to deal with. Lastly, I'd probably say it's probably going to be his versatility. Look at his positions that he's played this season. He's played central midfield, attacking midfield, defensive midfield, left midfield, right midfield, left wing. He's played in 6 different positions for West Ham. That's not a player without any identity. That's just a player with elite adaptability. And finally, I would probably say it's his engine. His energy and drive in the centre of the park earmarked him as a player of outstanding potential, even at a club that was falling apart around him. That, to me, says quite a lot, and it's probably understandable as to why teams like PSG, teams like Manchester United, Liverpool, etc., are all looking at him. You can see with a lot of these highlights, he is such a comfortable player on the ball. He is very tenacious. He's very good at finding those passes to those forward areas, and he's always looking to go forward, but he's very good and adept at being able to just be comfortable. When the team needs someone to just calm things down, he can do that. And I think for someone like him, who of course played for Southampton, he's of course now relegated with West Ham, you probably look at things and think to yourself, is he maybe a little bit cursed? But I honestly believe that he's always been the standout player in those kind of teams. Is he ready for the next level up? Is he ready to finally go to a team that maybe will be able to utilize his skill set a lot better? I'm going to say yes. Let me know what you guys think. Now, listen, I'm not going to sit here and just big him up without being honest, because you know that's not what we do here at GT. There are obviously question marks about a player like this. First of all, he's not a natural number 6. He doesn't want to sit and hold. And if you give him too much defensive responsibility, you're not going to get the best version of him. Any manager who signs him needs to understand that. You have to give him the license to roam around in your midfield to explore higher up the pitch. Second, if he's exploring and your number 10 is also roaming, you kind of do leave yourself horribly exposed in the middle of the park. That balance needs managing carefully. On top of that, he is a player who does get quite a few yellow cards. He got 7 in 36 Premier League appearances this season. He commits fouls. His aggression is an asset, but it also needs channeling properly at a bigger club. And if you look at the goals, 3 goals, 4 assists in a relegation side. As I mentioned before, it's decent, but it could be better. The elite central midfielders, they need to contribute more directly. The ceiling is clearly there, but he just hasn't hit that yet. That's not to say he will never hit that. And that's not to say if he was to go to a better team, he would not perform a lot better, get better assist numbers, better goal numbers, a bit more of a contribution from that midfield area, because he is a player who does, when he is playing further forward, get himself into those positions. Just needs to do a tad bit better. But as I said, go to a better team. I genuinely believe you'll see a much different player. Think Vitinha from Porto/Wolves going to a team like PSG under a manager like Luis Enrique. Now, I'm not saying he's going to reach those type of Ballon d'Or levels, but I definitely think you'll notice the upturn in his performances. So I guess the question is, what next for Mateus Fernandes? Of course, as I mentioned several times during this video, West Ham have been relegated. Manchester United, they've already agreed a deal to sign Edison from Atalanta and are now also trying to target Fernandes as their second midfield signing of the summer. West Ham, as we know, are demanding around £80 million, while United value him closer to £50 million. And right now, there seems to be a little bit of a standoff. Can they meet in the middle? Who knows? His representatives are said to be confident a deal could potentially get done, and United are prepared to bid around the 70 million mark. You've still got teams like Real Madrid, the Chelseas, the Newcastles, the PSG. It's going to be a very, very long summer, but in my honest opinion, if you're a manager like Michael Carrick building a possession-based progressive system, Mateus Fernandes fits like a glove. Passing range, the spatial intelligence, the press resistance. He unlocks players around him. So players like Kobe Mainu, players like Bruno Fernandes, getting the ball forward to players like Brian Mbeumo, Sesko, Mateus Cunha. Listen, that passing range is crazy. Is he worth 80 million? I don't think he's worth that much. But listen, we know what it is, especially with teams who have just got relegated as well. They might be able to do business. But let me know in the comment section, people. Do you think, first of all, is he worth the money? And secondly, do you think he'd do well in your own team? Doesn't have to be Manchester United. Could be Arsenal, could be Liverpool, could be anybody else. Just let me know your thoughts on Mateus Fernandes in the comment section, people. And I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace.